Hey everybody, Paisley Imperfect back with a Make a Plan Monday. This week we are looking at sections 102 through 105, which talks about Zion's camp. It's going to be an interesting read. One of the things that we were talking about in family night tonight is that, sometimes Heavenly Father asks us to do hard things and it's not always right in front of it. Like the reason why he's asking us to do it isn't always right in front of us. But one of the points made in one of the videos that we watched tonight is that Zion's camp actually served to create some pretty significant leaders. So while they didn't end up fighting when they got where they were going, there were some really significant leaders that came out of it. Anyway, let's dive into what we've got to look at this week. So sections 102, 3, 4, and 5, so 4 sections of the Doctrine and Covenants. There's a Saints chapter right here. It's one that we've already done, so that one is not included. I think it was chapter 19. We'll find out here in just a minute. And then there's a Revelations in Context, the acceptable offering of Zion's camp. That one is on the list. As we keep going, there's an interesting, I'm looking forward to getting into this. It's from President Ballard, A Chance to Start Over, Church Disciplinary Councils and the Restoration of Blessings. And it's from the Ensign in September of 1990. It's not actually a conference talk. It was an Ensign article. And you can tell because it was in September rather than in November when the conference stuff comes out. There's also Topics and Questions Membership Councils if you want to go check that out. That one's not on our list, as usual. All right, then as we keep going, down here we get into some scriptures in the Book of Mormon. And then there's another article from Elder Bednar on the Lord's Side, Lessons from Zion's Camp. And that is, again, another article. It's not a conference talk. And it's from July of 2017. And then there's some Gospel Library, Endure to the End in Topics and Questions. And then there's How Firm a Foundation if you want to go read that hymn as well. And then this is Bishop Cassay, and his talk, 11 minutes and 19 seconds, Compensating Blessings. That one's on our list. And then as we keep going, it's going to be a lot about trials, right? Faith precedes the miracle. I didn't put that whole book on the list, don't worry. But we just don't always know why Heavenly Father asks us to do some of the things he asks us to do. All right, there's a couple of videos down here. This one's kind of long. A lot of our stuff is really long this week. This one's 20 minutes. Treasure in Heaven, the John Tanner story. This one's only 3.5. The labor of his hands. And it looks a little bit more recent. Or it looks like the story's more recent anyway. All right, we'll come back to people, places, and events. Down here, there's section 103, verse 9. And then Jesus Wants Me for a Sunbeam in the Children's Songbook. You want to go check that out. There's another video here called The Coat. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. And then another video here, The Camp of Israel, 4.5 minutes. There's also a talk right here by President Nelson, Peacemakers Needed. And that one is not only applicable to the sections of the Doctrine and Covenants that we are reading, but it's also applicable to us today, now, in light of the things that have been happening in the last few months, the last couple of weeks. This is something that we all need a little bit more of. And then there's a new button right here, more for teaching children. So if you have kids or if you're a primary teacher, highly recommend that you click on this. Go check that out. And there's our activity page for the week. All right, let's go back up to people, places, and events. All right, Restoring the Ancient Order, sections 102 and 107. So that one is on our list. Although, hold on, let me just double check. I think that's only on our second list. Yeah, that's only on Restoring the Ancient Order because it's not over here in the body copy. This one is on Plan B. Spoiler, there's 2 plans. There's a Plan A and a Plan B. This one is only on Plan B. The acceptable offering of Zion's camp is on both A and B. And then Newell K. Whitney and the United Firm, we've looked at that a few times already. It's come up 5 different times. This is our 6th time with that one coming up. That one's not on the list. And then Saints, all of these chapters we've done already. Chapters 18, 19, 22, and 26. Oh, just kidding. We didn't do chapter 22 yet. That's on Plan B. So if you want to check that out, you can go check that out on Plan B. And those two things increase our daily average by about 5 minutes. And those are the only two things that are added to Plan B that are not already on Plan A. So there is one other thing, though. Over here, Voices of the Restoration, we get one of these this time. A couple of other ones have come up. These ones are specific to Zion's Camp. So Joseph Smith, Brigham Young, and Wilford Woodruff. Both Brigham Young and Wilford Woodruff became prophets later on, and both of them were part of Zion's Camp. All right, so what does Plan A look like? It looks like this. Plan A is about 27 minutes per day. And you've got section 102 in the Camp of Israel, the video, on Monday, 103 and 104 on Tuesday, 105 and that 20-minute video, the John Tanner story, on Wednesday. Thursday is a chance to start over by Elder Ballard, President Ballard, and on the Lord's side, Elder Bednar. And then there's Revelations in Context, Compensating Blessings in these two videos on Friday, and then Peacemakers Needed and Voices of the Restoration on Saturday. So that's Plan A, about 27 minutes. Plan B is about 32 minutes per day. And you've got 102, a video, and Saints chapter 22 on Monday. Sections 103 and 104 stayed on Tuesday, and we added Zion's Camp, Voices of the Restoration, on Tuesday. On Wednesday, section 105, Elder Bednar's article, Compensating Blessings by Bishop Cassay. Thursday, a chance to start over, President Ballard, the Coat and the Camp of Israel videos. Friday, the long video, plus Revelations in Context, Restoring the Ancient Order. And on Saturday, the other Revelations in Context, The Acceptable Offering of Zion's Camp, and Peacemakers Needed by President Nelson. That one stayed on Saturday. So pick one, either one, or do your own thing. Just keep reading your scriptures and keep pushing through. We're almost there. We are already, we only have one more week of September left, and then we only have the last quarter of the year. And I think we all know December is going to be will be focused a lot on Christmas. So we're like right at the very end. We got this. We can do this. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I appreciate your time. I know it's valuable. And until next time, thanks again.